Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. First play of the drive, they look to the right. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27. And the Hokies come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. He was able to make the right read.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in the first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Cook. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. The Hokies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll be brought down.
know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd and goal for the offense. They're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try and run it. And there's the running back. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fights through a tackle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Unleashes the stiff arm. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That one sails too far out of bounds, incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Running out. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Well, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The pocket breaking down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Cook. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The sure hands. It's Davis. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the the sticks. More than enough for a first down. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Defense is coming after him. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
This will likely be the last play of the half. No press here. The defense backing away. Going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackled after the interception, but that would be the final play of this first time. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled.
That return backfires on him. Now, your offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. Finding space at the 20. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here comes a handoff. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Cook. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it, backed up to his own end zone. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, NC State. And they go in front here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so they're in front now, 17-10. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Cook. Looking to make a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Pass not complete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The DB's backing off from the line now. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Punt over the middle. It's Vaughn. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. And the Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Cook. The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw now on 1st down. Escapes the sack. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides to avoid the big hit. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking downfield. It's Cook. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the catch and tackled there by the defense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30. No, he's hustled to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Cut quickly. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. This drive has now reached the red zone. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. Third down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the first down, and you keep that clock moving.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And now the handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vaughn. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. To the air, it's Cook. Trying to extend the play. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
I mean, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch is made down the middle. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down. The Hokies will come to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Back to throw. It's Cook. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. You guys up front line up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.